Germany is known for a lot of things, even though most stereotypes are actually Southern Germany or Bavarian stereotypes, which are a theme for a different video. Today I want to make a regional fake for Smoliv, based on grapes and the wine industry of Germany. When you think of Germany and alcohol, you probably do not think about wine, you definitely have a Mars beer in your head. But Germany also has a large and pretty old tradition of making wine. According to Wikipedia, the earliest wine in Germany came from the Celtic people, so like from the 1st century before Christ. I don't really want to get too much into the archaeological details, that's not the video for that, but technically the Celts didn't really exist as a group and it's just a name for different groups of people. The history is complicated, so just saying, oh, these people are the Celts was way more easy, even though it's factually not completely correct. Anyways, yeah, Celtics apparently drank wine, so I used a Celtic coin as a style inspiration. A lot of them had these like round bumps, which I added as a cheek pattern on the original fake for Smoliv. Here it is, the first original fake, Smoltra. While Smoliv was a fusion of small and olive, Smoltra is a fusion of small and Traube, the German term for grape, which is the source of wine, obviously. It's a poison and dark type because, well, alcohol is dangerous. The second stage is basically a more edgy and poisonous looking Dolive with a ribbed collar. Personally, I don't drink wine. I actually don't drink alcohol in general. I just don't really like the taste of alcohol. Every beverage that tastes good with alcohol also tastes good without it. So like if I can have a cocktail, I'm just gonna take it without the alcohol. It tastes the same, it's cheaper, and someone has to be the responsible one and keep an eye on the other ones who apparently do not know their limit and drink way too much. Yeah. Okay, maybe sometimes I take like a shot, but that's rare. I'm also not a party animal, so yeah, not much alcohol here. And stuff like wine and beer just doesn't taste good to me. I once in a while try them when my parents have some, but honestly, beer and wine are kinda overrated. Hope they don't revoke my German citizenship for disliking beer, but like, yeah, I really don't like it. I think alcohol is way too normalized, especially when it comes to beer. A large percent of Germans will get very defensive about beer and the Reinheitsgebot while also drinking way too much without realizing how unhealthy it is and that a lot of times it's actually alcoholism. Thinking back, I'm pretty glad my friends weren't that much into drinking either, cause I'm pretty easy to peer pressure, so yeah. There it is, Doltra, a fusion of Doll and Traube. The circle patterns now look a little like experimental makeup and the shiny is inspired by the original shiny of Dolive. And the last stage, to be completely honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Smoliv line. I like Smoliv, it's cute, but the rest was like a little meh to me. But after drawing a convergent line for it, I think I found some appreciation for it. The final stage is supposed to look like a forest deity or goddess, not an evil one, but a slightly menacing one. It can generate a juice from the half-sliced grapes on its arms, which can be a healing potion or a poison, depending on your attention towards the forest and the fake-ones that live in there. You wanna cut a tree? Poison. You wanna help a bird that fell out of a nest? Healing potion. These fake-ones were worshipped in ancient Jermanzburg region and could only be found in dense forests, so they were a rare sighting. Stories of wanderers who got lost in the woods and nearly starved but got rescued by this fake one were and still are told in the Jermanzburg region for centuries. Arboltra, a fusion of arbol, the Spanish term for tree, and Traube. I wasn't too convinced at the beginning, but I actually liked this final stage more than I expected. I don't know, it's kinda edgy, it's cute, I like the colors. Lore-wise, Arboltra are native in the Jermanzburg region and lived with the ancient civilizations, while Arboliva was used by the stand-in for the ancient Roman people. As you may know, the Romans were also in Germania, didn't manage to conquer everything, so they built the limes, and on one side there were Romans and on the other side the Germanic tribes, which is also super simplified. That doesn't represent the actual history in its fullest, but you know, for simplification reasons, that's what I'm gonna say. but I imagined something similar for the history of the Jermanzburg region. In my Honage video I also showed 2 Jermanzburg Honage forums that are also linked to that history. But I think that's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did, let me know your opinions in the comments, subscribe to not miss any future videos, and see you in the comments!